So today is day one of the £1 a day eating challenge. It's currently 4 PM and I've not eaten anything yet, so get this challenge off on a roll. So I am so starving. So I'm gonna head to the shop soon and buy like £5 worth of food, which will hopefully last me like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 days. So basically what I'm thinking is, I want something that's high in protein, fat and carbohydrates, because I feel like that will fill me up decently. And the one thing that I was thinking will do that is some sort of mincemeat on pasta. So I'm gonna look for some really cheap mincemeat, an onion, some pasta and some chopped tomatoes in a can. And we'll see what we can make with that, along with maybe some potatoes or something as a little snack item if I ever get hungry. And that should leave me like £2 for the 3 days after that, which are gonna be clutch as fuck. Like, this is the thing, this one at the moment, these next 4 days, I'm pretty confident in my ability to be able to carry that out, but it's the weekend that's gonna absolutely murder me. But anyway, without further ado, let's head to the shops. So I'm back from the shops now, and as we saw in the last slide, I spent £4.07. So I bought 2 bags of pasta, a can of chopped tomatoes, a packet of mincemeat and a single onion, and then also a bag of potatoes. So I already had the bag of potatoes at home, but I've just taken up the price, so it costs 95p because I don't want another bag of potatoes. But anyway, so yeah, that is what we have, and let's go cook that pasta, whatever it is, spaghetti bolognese. Well, I don't really want to call it that because it's going to be absolutely disgraceful, but anyway, spaghetti bolognese. So the rules were pretty simple. Basically, I had to buy absolutely everything except for things that people don't really buy on a weekly basis. So that's stuff like oil, salt. I gave myself those because spending money on those, that's like £3.50, that's half my budget gone. Just to buy oil, which theoretically I would have and would only be buying once a month anyway. So also I couldn't ask people for food, obviously. I couldn't ask people for money, obviously. That's just like super cheating. But anyway, that's basically it. So I was making spaghetti bolognese today, or whatever pasta it was. Just, you know what it said? It said pasta shapes, that's what it was. But anyway, so I diced up the onion real nice. Then I stuck it in the pan with a bit of oil, fried it off. Added the mincemeat in, just messed a bit around with that. Added a bit of tomato sauce in. That was beautiful, and then yeah, I just let that kind of, what's it called? Oh nah. I let the sauce, I don't know, drink its juice. I know there's some special cooking word for it though. It ain't drink its juice really. It's whatever. But yeah, so that's what I did, and yeah. So here we got the food. I'm gonna give it a try. To be honest with you, I'm not expecting it to be too bad. Like, it's just spaghetti, well, bolognese pasta. So yeah. Not bad. Pretty decent actually, to be honest with you. Do you know? Someone's a pretty sick chef today. But yeah, no, this is good. To be fair, like, I think I can definitely cope on this for the next few days. And water is definitely going to come in so clutch because it just fills you up that extra little bit. But anyway, I'm going to carry on eating, and yeah, see you in a bit. So it's day 2 today and I'm pretty hungry, so yeah. I'm not going to eat any of that spag bol right now. I'm going to save that for a bit later in the day for a little dinner. So now I'm going to have a snack, which is going to be basically just boiled potatoes with salt and pepper. So I've got the potatoes frying up there all nicely. Not frying, boiling. Then I'm going to fry them with a bit of oil, a bit of salt, whatever, and also a bit of that onion that I had the other day. So yeah, that's basically it. I'll give you a little review after the eating. So I've got the little rubbish tripod out, so you can't really see the bowl, but anyway, I've got my potatoes here, being fried up. Like, to be honest with you, they're really not bad. They're bland, they don't really taste of anything. That's the one thing with this challenge is like, normally like maybe I'd put some cheese on there, get something in there, but like, it is very bland. But at the end of the day, food is food, and this will definitely put me through the rest of the day. Alright, so it's day 4 today, which means it's the last day of eating this stuff. Look at that. It's absolutely disgusting, and like the thing is, I've reheated this now. This is probably like, this is the 4th day I'm reheating this, which is like, I've heard somewhere that's unhealthy as hell. So oh wait, let me turn this off. Actually, it's sizzling. But yeah, I've got the water boiling. Gonna get that pasta in there soon. Gee, look at the sizzle on that. But yeah, day 4. I'm so excited for tomorrow. Let me flip this thing off. I don't know. I'm so excited for tomorrow just to be able to like buy some new food finally, just to have something different. I've got a plan in mind that we'll have to execute tomorrow on the Saturday, and we will yeah, we'll soon be eating something that ain't this, can you see that shite? So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
So it's day 5 today, and I'm feeling pretty decent with myself. I finished all that bolognese stuff, and for the next 3 days I'm going to be able to eat something new, which I'm so excited for. So what I'm thinking is this. Basically, when I was in Costa Rica a few years back on a school trip saving turtles and all that crazy stuff, we were eating every day this stuff called gallo pinto, which was this Costa Rican dish, which was basically rice, it was black beans, and it was a sauce. So there they use this thing called salsa lisana, but obviously they don't sell that shit here, so Worcester sauce is the substitute, which I've got some here. So it's going to be like the oil and like the salt, which is kind of cheating, but anyway, we're not going to count that in the price because it's stuff that you wouldn't buy every week. But anyway, so that's what I'm going to need, along with some egg and a loaf of bread, just to eat as a kind of thing, because you can't just eat the gallo pinto by itself. So we're going to go to the shop now and see if we can find all that stuff. So I'm going to squat really awkwardly for this, but basically, actually I can stand up. Over here, I've got the rice, like starting to boil, and soon I'm going to basically start the actual gallo pintoing process of it all. So I'm going to stick it all in the pan with some onion, with some, I can't even remember what, oh my god, this is actually impossible to set with this. But anyway, with some other stuff, a bit of salt, the beans, got our bad boy 5 bean salad. I forgot to mention, the other day we went to the shops, I spent £2.35, so that puts me well below the budget for today. So I've also got some eggs, which I'm going to scramble up, and a baguette, which I'll eat like a few slices of, so that's decent. So I'm pretty happy with this, we'll see how it goes. So the process for this actually is pretty simple, so let me just quickly explain it. So we've got these beans, basically I've taken them out of the can and washed them off that grotty like sauce that came with them. So we've got this boiling, and then basically what's going to happen is we're going to stick both of these inside that saucepan again, together, with some soy sauce, with some different spices that I've got around, and some salt and some pepper, and we're basically just going to eat that as it is. And it's going to be pretty nice, to be honest with you. I didn't have Worcester sauce in the end, it was soy sauce. But anyway, that should do, and yeah, I mean, I'll show you once it's done. So I finished the food, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not exactly what I was expecting. So like, when I had it, it was darker, just more flavour, you know? I don't understand like how it's just turned into this kind of brown shit, and then, oh my god. The scrambled eggs were a bit of a failure, not gonna lie to you, I put a bit too much olive oil in there, so they're basically just total liquid now. But anyway, I'll stick this camera down, see if you can get a good view. Alright, so let's try this then. So, yeah, I mean, it's bland, that's what it is. I might go get some salt. I mean, yeah, the salt, I'd say has improved it. I mean, it's not bad, by no means, but it's a bit boring. It's just rice at the end of the day, but it's not bad rice. Not bad at all. So it's day 7 today, so that means it's the final day of the £1 a day eating challenge, and basically how have I found it? So my conclusion is that actually it wasn't too hard, and it was a pretty good experiment actually, a kind of a stoic experiment in what I could give up easily in my life and not really miss it. So a lot of the things that actually make up my weekly spend, so a lot of the like the sweets and the chocolates and the snacks, actually this week going without them was quite easy, and also things like just learning how to shop right and find the right ingredients that are cheap. It's also taught me this. So actually I think this experiment has been a very good kind of like learning experience for me in how much I'm spending weekly on food and just this nonsense that actually I don't really need. So yeah, I would actually probably say you should try this. I mean, it's pretty easy to do and it saves money, that's the other thing. Like last week, I think I spent under £7, which is crazy, because a lot of the stuff I already had, so I just added it onto the price, but it didn't actually cost me anything. So last week I spent like £5, and if you compare that to the week before where I'm spending like 70, 80 pounds, the difference is mad. And yeah, it's just crazy. And also then it's this kind of extra layer of sort of, if you're only spending £5 on food, then you also spend less on other things, because it's like, well, if I've only spent £5 in a whole week to feed myself, then why am I then going to go and spend £20 on a bottle of alcohol? So it kind of also helps you in that way. But yeah, I mean, I'm obviously not going to keep doing this for the rest of my life. I'm not going to spend £1 a day on food, but it will come in useful for some weeks when I'm specifically trying to save money, to have a week maybe where I do just eat for not £1 a day, but maybe £10 in the whole week. Or also it'll help, yeah, in that way definitely, but also just in saving money in general. So anyway, that's been Tom. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, drop a like, drop a comment, drop a subscribe. If you're old here, thank you for sticking around. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.